Welcome to this brand new live stream here on Wolf of Dubai from the most vibrant city in the world, maybe. At least for me, it's one of the most beautiful cities here in Dubai. We just have midnight and the market closed at Wall Street. And today we are diving in to the Uber numbers. Now, just as a quick intro, remember yesterday the Lyft stock made a huge gain, 15% after hours, better than expected. And many analysts said after this race for Lyft, it was a good opportunity to sell. Now, if this happens also today, this will be the very big questions. There's a lot of people out there that are invested in Uber, that thinking that Uber is the next big thing. I'm a big supporter of Uber in terms of client. I always use Uber to go from A to B, and I'm very thankful that Uber is actually paying for my rides because they don't make any profit. Like other growth stocks as well, they came to the stock market quite late already with a huge valuation of $80 billion, and now under the CEO Dara, he transforming the company after Travis Kalanick. So thank you very much for joining. Let me know as always in the comments two things, guys, okay, where you guys are watching from, and second, please let me know if you are invested in Uber or maybe are considering to invest in Uber. So this is the question to answer in the comments below. And let me have a look who is there. QShootube, one of our members, and also people from Montreal. We have people from London, Mario, another member. 20 people just joined the live stream. I think we can slowly dive into it. I think, guys, if you having any issues with the stream, just let me know in the comments. I'm just watching it by side. Now let's have a look what is expected by Uber. Now I have seen that this expectation got already a little bit of adjusted, and we see here an earnings whisper number is a negative of 89 cents, and the consensus is 79 cents negative. However, I saw already numbers that was about 66 cents. Okay, so you can see the expectations went down, and I'm very curious if and how Uber can beat those numbers. So this will be the question of the day, and we will now dive into the stock. The stock made about 11%, guys, 11% gain just today. That's mostly because of the Lyft numbers, which was a huge gain for Uber, obviously, as well, because Uber is Lyft but just bigger. Let's have a look. What have we here? So I'm here on the investor page. It seems I went here before I started the stream, and I found it a little bit of unfriendly to see what's going on. 2020 presentation, is it that? Is it it? Is it it? Is this the Q1? No, this is February 6th. That's not for today. Okay, so reports and presentations. We don't have anything so far, apparently. So anything reported. CNBC is quite fast in those things and always see things before that. For all those Tesla supporters, Elon Musk just gave a crazy podcast, and I made a video about that in my brand new format here on my channel, the breaking news, where I actually talk about very interesting topics, topics that are just coming out. I'm just switching on here the live stream for about 10 minutes just to get straight information for you. I think that's very valuable for the one or the other who want to invest always on the latest news. I think that's quite interesting. So check it out afterwards. But still, we are waiting now for the Q1. And let me have a look. Nothing yet, apparently. Nothing yet, except I'm on the wrong part of the site. But it don't seem so. No, nothing yet. Nothing yet, guys. I guess it will be here under financials, isn't it? It should be here. I will keep refreshing the page. Uber stock is positive 2.5%. I don't know if this is already a sign that some numbers are out, but usually we see this red banner here if something got released. So nothing yet, guys. So let me have a look what we have in the comments. We have people from Israel. We have people DRK says, one of our regular here, very much appreciated if you coming to those contents every single day. I'm trying to push as much as positive and valuable information out there every day for free. And if you subscribe, if you're new here, or give me a like, this always means the world for me. And nothing yet, guys. What do we do? Let me know, guys, what do you think about the Uber future? Maybe my perspective. I'm not the biggest fan of Uber because I think the idea is great. I read the book about Uber, Upstarters, very amazing book about this company. I think what they did was absolutely great. Oh, the numbers are out. Let's jump into the numbers before we talk about anything else. Let's have a look. Okay, it's somehow not. Okay, Uber quarter net loss balloons to 3.9 billion. Its biggest loss in 3 quarters. Ride-hailing giant Uber reports first quarter results Thursday after bell. This week, Uber laid off 14% of corporate employees. But this is old news, guys. But where are the numbers? Where are the numbers, guys? So 2.9 billion. What this makes to the stock? The stock is now down 2.7%, guys. 2.7%. And I guess if the numbers are too bad, this is going even more down. Yeah, we see this already here. I make it a little bit bigger. So 2.97% negative right now as of this moment. Let me see if I find some kind of reports here. As I said, the overall investor page is not so friendly, but it's here. Oh, and page not found. Well, yeah, then obviously we cannot see those. Okay, here we go. On the website of CNBC, ride-hailing giant just reported first quarter results. Loss 1.7 per share, guys. This is way bad, I just made a last, you know, if you are watching this channel, I just did just a couple of days a video about Uber that I don't think that maybe Uber don't survive this, you know, make sure to check this out. But those are pretty bad numbers here. Revenue 3.54, we have expected 3.34. That's a little bit better on the revenue side here. We have the rides, about 10 or 11 billion. Gross bookings, that's amazing. Then we have Eats, which is about 4.68 billion. Net loss of $2.9 billion, guys. The biggest in 3 quarters. Now, I'm very sorry for you guys who are invested right now, because those numbers definitely are not so positive. But let's have a look how the stock react right now. Yeah, it's about minus 3.2%, guys. That's obviously when Uber reports those kind of numbers. While ride shares gross bookings fell 5%, Eats booking were up more than 50%, guys. 50% for the home delivery. Obviously, this kind of businesses or segments are huge winners of this current crisis. We have also a freight booking 55% year over year to about 200 million. It's a very small part of Uber as of now. You know, this is something that still need a lot of growth. If you're thinking, you know, this is 200 million out of 3.5 billion dollars revenue, you know, so you can see that this is still to go up. And Fright, I don't know, Fright, if this, obviously these are growth numbers right now, and most of them are from January and February, because March for sure this area went down for Uber as well. Let me have a look. So what else we have here? We have definitely also the analysts expecting, yeah, this was the 88 or 89 cents that was expected, the revenue of 3.5. However, estimates range widely, and comparing Uber's actual results with these isn't straightforward given the unpredictable spread of the current health situation. On Wednesday, Uber said it was laying off 3,700 of its employees, and that CEO Dara, I don't know how you spell this last name, Khosrowshahi, I hope I did it right, would forego his base salary of around $1 million for the rest of 2020. The layoffs impacted Uber's customer support and recruitment teams primarily, and represent about 14% of the 26,900 people the company said it employed at the end of 2019. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, during the whole day it was brilliant for investors, guys. So if you're long-term there and you are thinking that the Uber stock can long-term bring you financial happiness, then definitely stay in the stock. But you know, this is the conversation that I want to kick off a little bit with you guys now after the earnings. I still see that apparently either the site is down or, oh yes, okay, now we got the overall highlights by Uber. Let's have a look. So revenue growing 14% year over the year, or 16% on a constant currency basis. Now here 14%, guys, okay? Think about that. This is still a growth company, but 14% is not that big for a growth company right now. And let's have a look. What are the financial highlights of the first quarter? Obviously, the gross booking went up 8%. So the main business also not that growth business, and rides declining 3%. Eats growing 54%. So this is the diamonds of the overall. Yeah, this is the AWS of Uber. So if you're invested in Uber, you hope that this go up and also the freight business go up, because the ride sharing business is going to be, yeah, it's declining, guys. Okay. Revenue growth of 14% year over year. Then we have the adjusted net revenue growth year. It's net revenue growth. It's 18%. Then obviously $2.9 billion in loss, the biggest loss since 3 quarters. Unbelievable, guys. They are burning money like hell. So you know what this means, guys? Just to visualize this for you, okay? A company makes $3.5 billion, and not only they burn all of that $3.5 billion, they also burn another $3 billion and come negative out of that. So they actually burned $6.5 billion, guys. Okay? They actually burned more, or no, sorry, they almost burned the same that they got as a revenue. So, I'm not so attracted by this kind of things, okay? I like companies that grow, that don't have to make at the beginning of their 10, 20 years. Growth stocks are the new value stocks, okay? And, but this kind of numbers, guys, it's hard, guys. It's hard, in my personal opinion. Let me know, guys, what you think. But I'm not the big fan of Uber right now, and especially not after this report. What else is interesting? They have about $9 billion in cash. That's quite interesting. This is something that is positive about Uber. While having this kind of numbers, they still have $9 billion in cash. So that's obviously positive. Obviously, the Daura says, along with the surge in food delivery, we are encouraging by early signs that we are seeing in markets that are beginning to open back. I have another quite interesting thesis from one other YouTuber that I watched today, and he said that he lives in New York and said that he rather in future go with an Uber or a Lyft instead of the metro, where you're so close to each other. But think about it, guys. If you are a metro user, a New York City metro user, you definitely don't have the money or the funds to make now everything by Lyft, right? So, yeah. Do we have people from New York City here? If yes, let me know, guys. Let me know, guys, if you having the Bird, this electric scooter there, if this is an alternative to Uber and the metro. This would be quite interesting. Okay, and then we have basically the finance, which basically we went up and above a little bit. Yeah. I think that's pretty much from the earnings of Uber, but I want to still make a small conversation with you guys. Go inside the comments with you and have a look. Let me know, guys, if the sound is okay. So otherwise, I will a little bit adjust. So let's have a look. So we have people here with 200 shares. That's a big one. We have here people that seems to be not happy with the result of the Q2, which I can understand. Then DRK says that they both, Uber and Lyft, are facing a lawsuit in California on top of these numbers. Rough times ahead, ? Yeah, this will be definitely the question overall, but I want to just go quickly into the future of Uber, because this is one of the biggest arguments for the people out there to invest into Uber, because it's the big ride sharing. They want to be the Amazon of transportation and started with ride sharing, but the overall will be eats and freights and whatever, I think for once the ride-sharing business is a very, very competitive, small margin business. With time, also more and more, I think it's quite competitive, and it's a hard business in terms of regulations as well. I believe that Uber can be part of the future of self-driving cars, but think about it. Either they have to have the technology, because an app with a lot of customers, people, if they see something much cheaper, and we are talking about 50% compared to Robotaxi, then I think the smallest thing that people maybe don't want to do is to download an app, right? So I don't think this is a big thing that Uber has there. Obviously they have a lot of data, but they don't have cameras on the cars. They have like detailed data, and therefore, you know, they maybe go into partnership with Tesla. This is something I could imagine would help Uber, but I don't think that it has so much upside for Tesla. And Tesla is coming out with Robotaxi most probably 2021. Obviously, they wanted to start now the program, but it's hugely dependent on regulations. Second, it's also important to know that this whole health situation pushed projects back up, Tesla for sure, but Uber even more. And therefore, I believe that is very hard. And then even when they have some kind of software advantage, what about the hardware? Tesla has immediately access to lots and lots of Tesla, where the owners maybe say, hey, you know what? Let my Tesla in the fleet and let them make money with my car. And this will be the game where Uber and Tesla will go really head in head. You know, this will be super interesting to see how this plays out as the fight of the giants. Let me know, guys. Let me know, guys, in the comments if you want to know a little bit more about that. So I think, you know, the future is self-driving cars, and I don't see, as of this moment, a big advantage for Uber against other companies. I think more the autonomous war, yeah, like they call also the streaming war, will be between Tesla and Daimler, or Tesla and Ford, or Tesla and Toyota, right? This kind of big fights could be there. But guys, I still think that they have a huge advantage over the Tesla in this case, over the Ubers or other manufacturers. You know, that's why I'm happily investing into Uber always when I have the opportunity. Yeah, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. Maybe this is a great opportunity to press that button. Also, make sure to like for the YouTube algorithm, and maybe you are interested into the memberships, where you will have access to live streams, chat. You will have also Discord, where we all talk about all the members. Make sure to check out the membership section. There's a join button below all my videos. So if you're interested in this value, it's less than a Netflix subscription, and also supporting these small channels here on YouTube to bring even more and better content. Now let's have a look into those comments here. So we have people here shorting Ford and GM, I guess because of this revolution that is coming with Tesla. I think, you know, in the current market, to short is very risky, guys. Ethan Sargent say Tesla will not sell cars to Uber. Uber also, you know, imagine how much money they would need to spend, and they would still be behind Tesla if they would decide to buy a huge Tesla fleet, right? So I don't see like a way for Uber to get out of this in the self-driving business. You know, I'm sure the delivery business is very much interesting for food. There is also Travis Kalanick, the ex-CEO and founder of Uber, just brought this concept cloud kitchens, which is also very interesting. So he also see the potential of food delivery, where basically they have one kitchen and in one kitchen can be in some kind of industrial area, very cheap area, warehouse whatsoever, where they have like, let's say 10 menus, Chinese, they have maybe American, they have fast food, they have Italian, they have Asian, and so on. So they have 10 menus, and this one kitchen is supplying all the dishes for 10 different virtual restaurants. And you basically take Uber Eats or any other platform and order your meal, and it comes all from one kitchen. So you bring all the costs down, and everything is bundled in one place. So this is something very interesting, I think, for the future. Cloud kitchen, look it up on my channel. I made a nice video about it, about Travis Kalanick making this new company, this new venture. So I think this is quite interesting. Yeah, Ethan Sagron says Uber is doomed. Yeah, quite interesting to see so many different perspective to Uber and Tesla and all the other innovators out there. Let's have a look before we close. Let's have a look what the Uber stock is doing right now. The Uber stock is now a little bit better, minus or negative 1.88%. Okay, so not that bad. With the 11% gain, it's obviously something positive for the investors. So let's have a look. Let's have a look how tomorrow will be. And thank you very much for watching. I super appreciate. Subscribe and like. And I see you tomorrow, as usual, here with live streams, daily vlogs, breaking news, everything right on.